Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Sociology with Mahima. The topic of today's video is Theory and Paradigm, which is Unit 3 of IGNOU MSO 1, Sociological Theories and Concepts. So let's get started. Let's first see what topic we will cover in this video. So we will talk about definition of theory, what is paradigm shift, and phases of paradigm shift. So what is theory? In sociology, a theory is basically a systematic explanation of how and why society works the way it does. It is like a set of ideas or principles that helps us understand social life, relationships, and institutions. Its purpose is to explain patterns in society, predict social behavior, and guide research by giving sociologists a lens to study society. Theories are not just guesses, they are not random opinions, they are developed through observation, research evidence, and logical reasoning. Theories don't describe individual cases, instead, they provide general explanations. For example, instead of explaining why one person is unemployed, a theory explains why unemployment exists in society. Some of the important theories given by sociologists are functionalism by Durkheim, which explains that society works like a body, where each part, family, education, religion, has a function. Conflict theory by Marx, where he states that society is based on conflicts between groups, rich versus poor, powerful versus powerless. Symbolic interactionism by Mead and Blummer, which explains that society is built from everyday interactions and meanings people attach to things. A theory in sociology is a structured way of thinking about how society works. It connects facts and observation into a bigger picture, helping us to understand and explain social life. Now let's talk about paradigm. In sociology, a paradigm refers to a broad framework of assumptions, concepts, and perspectives that guide the study and interpretation of social life. It can be understood as a worldview or model that shapes the way sociologists look at society. The questions they ask, the method they use, and the explanation they develop. A paradigm is broader than a theory as it provides the general orientation within which different sociological theories are developed. The term was popularized by Thomas Kuhn, who described paradigm as the basic models for the scientific inquiry that undergoes shift over time. Sociology mainly operates through three paradigms. The structural functional paradigm, which views society as a system of interrelated parts working together to maintain stability and social order. Thinkers like Emile Durkheim, Talcott Parsons, and Robert K. Merton contributed to this approach. In contrast, the conflict paradigm emphasized power struggles, inequalities, and tensions in society, highlighting how social structures benefit some groups at the expense of others. This perspective draws heavily from the works of Karl Marx, C. Wright Mills, and Ralph Dahrendorf. The third, the symbolic interactionist paradigm, focuses on the micro level of social life, studying how individuals create and maintain society through everyday interactions, symbols, and meanings. The paradigm is associated with George Herbert Mead, Herbert Plummer, and Irving Goffman. Thus, a paradigm in sociology is not just a single theory but a comprehensive framework that provides a lens to understand society. Together, these paradigms enrich sociological understanding by offering multiple perspectives on the same social reality. Now let's discuss paradigm shift. A paradigm shift refers to a fundamental change in the basic concepts, assumptions, and perspective through which society is studied and understood. The term was introduced by Thomas Kuhn in his book The Structure of Scientific Revolutions, 1962. According to Kuhn, science does not progress in a straight line, but through revolutionary changes where one dominant paradigm is replaced by another. In sociology, a paradigm shift occurs when the prevailing way of explaining society is challenged and replaced by a new framework. For example, in the early 19th century, sociology was heavily influenced by positivism and the functionalist paradigm, which viewed society as stable and orderly. However, with the rise of Marxist and conflict perspectives, Focus shifted toward inequality, power struggles, and social change. Similarly, in the 20th century, the symbolic interactionist paradigm shifted attention from macro-level structures to micro-level interactions and meanings. More recently, new paradigms such as feminist theory, postmodernism, and post-structuralism represent further shifts in the way sociologists understand social reality. Thus, a paradigm shift in sociology means a change in the dominant framework of thinking, leading to a new way of studying, analyzing, and interpreting society. It reflects how sociology, like all sciences, evolves with new ideas, critics, and social contexts. Thomas Kuhn argued that science does not progress in a simple, cumulative manner but through revolutions in which one dominant paradigm is replaced by another. When a paradigm can no longer adequately explain reality, it is eventually abandoned and replaced by a new one. Kuhn explained that the development of science goes through distinct phases. In the pre-science phase, there is no single dominant framework and multiple competing approaches coexist. This is followed by the stage of normal science, where a paradigm becomes dominant and scientists engage in solving the problems within that framework. Over time, however, anomalies or unexplained problems accumulate, leading to a crisis where the paradigm is increasingly questioned. In response, a new framework may emerge, bringing about a revolution in thought. When this new perspective proves more effective, the old paradigm is replaced, resulting in a paradigm shift or scientific revolution. Kuhn's concept of paradigm shift highlights that scientific knowledge is not static but evolves through revolutionary changes in the very way reality is perceived and studied. Today's class ends here. We will cover more topics like this in the future, so stay tuned for the upcoming videos. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, share it with fellow learners, and subscribe to the channel for more sociology content. See you in the next video.